Hello everyone. Today I would just like to talk to everyone about why it's very important that we should read our Bible. But not only do we just read our Bible, but we have to apply it to our lives. We're supposed to eat it like bread, we live off of it. Then we're supposed to apply it to our lives and show it with our fruits by giving it God our first fruits. With our actions and how we handle things really implies what we have inside of our heart. That's why when we read the Bible, it's important that when we read it, we're filling ourselves, we're filling the Spirit. And when you fill the Spirit instead of the flesh, the Spirit is what produces those fruits inside of you that you're even able to give God your first fruits. So say you're going through something, God's like giving you the opportunity to have patience, or maybe He's teaching you self-control. Now, basically, with the fruits that God gives us, He gives us these fruits and He wants us to give Him our first fruits. So when He puts you through something in your life, He's looking for the first fruits. Now, don't get me wrong, I know I don't always give God my first fruits, but He's also allowing us to go through this so that we can grow our fruit. Because in the Bible, in John 15, where it says He's the vine and we are the branches, He says that He will prune our fruit so that we will bear even more fruitful fruit to further His kingdom. Because the only way that we can be sanctified is through the Spirit, and the Spirit's the only thing that gives us the fruits, like I said before. But now, I wanted to go back to talking about how it's so important to read the Bible, as people are just reading it. You get these words, but are you really reading it? Are you embedding these words inside of your heart and inside of your spirit? Because if you are, then it will show. Everything you read in the Bible is a promise from the Lord. Now, if you hold those promises in your heart, like it says in the Bible, I have hidden the word in my heart that I might not sin against God. You hold the promise in your heart because when you're going through a trial or something bad in your life, you look to it and you say, Lord, I have faith in you, therefore I will not be sinning against you. See, like when we take faith out of the circumstance that we're going through, we bring it into our own hands. And therefore we're showing God that we don't have faith in Him now. And in the Bible it says it's impossible, without faith it's impossible to please God. And when we take it into our own hands, we're not humbling ourselves. And God says, humble yourself before me, fear me. So we fear God, therefore we humble ourselves before Him, because in the Bible He promises us over and over and over again that He is with us, He'll never forsake us, and He'll never give us something that we were not meant to be able to handle. So He knows what's best for you, He knows what you're going through, and He has already been there basically in the future, because He says that the future to Him, our future to Him is a memory, basically. So when you're going through something and you give it over to God completely, you pray about it, you ask Him to take it away from you, because this is a burden that you're not supposed to be carrying. God says to us, we only carry one burden, and that's Him, Jesus Christ, right? So we go through all these things, and what spoke to me was when we have something in our lives, we try taking it into our own hands. Therefore, what we're doing is we're taking the burden from Jesus. We're actually taking the burden from Him and putting it on ourselves, because we are our own worst enemy. We're listening to the enemy who's whispering lies inside of our ear, and it's not good for us to take the burdens from God, because God tells us that we are only supposed to carry His burden. Therefore, we humble ourselves and we give Him that burden, and we no longer worry about it, because He promises us in the Bible that He hears our cries and that He's watching out for those who seek after Him. He's watching out for the righteous. We seek after God with all of our heart and all of our mind and all of our soul. He says, those who seek after me, I will seek after them. Now, back to the thing with the burden, that when we have burdens in our lives, it's really hard sometimes to give them over to God. And believe me, I've had some burdens in my life where it was just really difficult to give it over to Him. But when you do give it over to Him, I can't explain the joy that overcomes. You pray about it and God will literally lift it off of your shoulders, because you're not meant to carry that. he says, you know, I've already won this victory. I died, I already defeated death, and I rose again. Therefore, he's already won the victory of it. Like, there's no need to be scared of what's going on in your life, because God's right hand has been upon you the whole entire time and everything that you're going through. So with this video log, I really want to encourage you guys, when you read the Bible, that you really read it. Read it for what it is, and make it like Jesus is talking directly to you through his word, because he is the word. And as you're reading the Bible, let it be God speaking directly to your heart those promises, and hide those promises in your heart, so next time anything comes your way, you're not shaken. So then you're building your house on the solid rock of Jesus Christ, and each time you go through something, it builds it even stronger and stronger. So when the mighty winds of the evil one comes through, you're not even shaken, because therefore you're looking up to Jesus, the true answer, the truth, the life. I just want to thank you guys for watching this video, and I pray that this has encouraged you guys. I love you guys. God bless you. May the Lord be with you, and may you be led by the Spirit, and only the Spirit alone.